welcome back to our Python programming course. My name is Anshika Yadav. In our previous class, we covered part first of chapter second, where we studied variable naming rule, and also data type. In today's lecture, we are going to cover part second of chapter second, where we learn type conversion, input and output, how to take input and output. These topics are very important. In today's session, we will understand how to take input from the user and how to display output in different ways and how to convert one data type into another by using type conversion. By the ending of lecture, you will able to convert one data type into another and also take input from the user and also display the output. So let's begin with type conversion. Everyone, now start part second of chapter second. In previous lecture, we studied about variables, variable naming rule and data type. Today we will learn about type conversion and input output function. These concepts are the building block of Python programming. Every Python program you write in the future will use this concept. I encourage everyone to practice today's example on your computer. In our next lecture, we will study operation in Python and learn how Python perform calculation and comparison. Okay, let's start topic fourth, which is type conversion. Type conversion is the process of converting one data type into another. Okay, here there are two type of type conversion. First one is implicit type conversion and second one is explicit type conversion. Okay, so implicit type conversion is performed automatically by Python without any interaction from the programmer. Okay, here perform automatically, just like a is equals to 10 automatically converts 10 into 10.0. Okay, b is equals to 2.5 and print a plus b. Here we get answer 12.5. Okay, so this one is implicit function which performed automatically by Python without any interaction. Okay, now second one is explicit type conversion is performed manually by programmer using built-in function. We already covered these function: what is integer function, what is float function, string function, boolean function, and complex function in previous lecture. Okay, so here we start with these function. Binary function, decimal to binary, and octal function, decimal to octal, hexadecimal function, decimal to hexadecimal, and odd function, character to ASCII, and character function, ASCII to character. Okay, here int value comma 2 binary to decimal, value comma 8 octal to decimal, int value comma 16 hexadecimal to decimal. Okay, now character, and what is character and what is ASCII. Here character A to Z in uppercase, the ASCII value is 65 to 90. Here A ASCII value is 65, B ASCII value is 66 up to 90. Okay, here lowercase e to z ASCII value is 97 to 122. These are our ASCII value. A to Z is equals to 65 to 90, and A to Z in lowercase is 97 to 122. So I hope we cover our topic 4, which is type conversion. Okay, now cover in live section. Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we will learn type conversion in Python. Type conversion means converting one data type into another. Python provides two type of type conversion: implicit type and explicit type. Let's understand each one with live code example. Okay, let's start. First one is implicit type. Implicit type means automatic. Okay, let's take an example: integer to float. A is equals to A is equals to 10 and B is equals to 5.5. Okay, and let a variable c is equals to a plus b. Now print c and print type c. We know that type c here output come float. Okay, print type c. Now run the code. We get output 15.5 and float. Okay, now let's take another example, which is float to complex. Okay, Let's start. A is equals to 5.5 and B is equals to 2 plus 3j. Okay. Now let's take a variable C is equals to A plus B and print C. C here small letter. Okay. Print type C. Now run the code. We get output complex and 7.5 plus 3j. Okay. Now let's do another code. And now explicit function which is manual. Okay. Now take example string to integer. Let's start num is equals to 100. Okay. And num is equals to int num. Print num and print type num. Here we get output integer type. Okay. Here we get output integer type. Now let's do another code. Integer to float. Okay. Let's take num is equals to 25 and num is equals to float num. Okay. Print num and print type num. Here we get outputs as a float. Okay. 25.0 and float. Now let's take another example. Float to integer. Okay. Let's start. Price is equals to 99.99 and price is equals to integer type price and print price and also print type price. Here we get output 99 and integer type. Okay. Now let's take another example. Integer to string. Okay. Age is equals to 20 and age is equals to strh. Print age and print type age. Here we get output 20, age is equals to 20 and string type. Okay. Now let's take another example. Integer to boolean. We know that boolean true and false value. Okay. Now take example. Print boolean 1, print boolean 0. Now run the code. We Here we get output as true and false. Okay. Now take another example. String to boolean. Okay. Print boolean and print boolean python. Okay. Now run the code. Here we get output true and true. Okay. Now let's take another example as a ASCII conversion. Okay. Take and print or character. Now we get output 65. Okay. Now take another example. Num is equals to 65 and print character num.
Okay, here we get value A. Here we get output A. Now take another example, binary conversion, decimal to binary. Okay, take example num is equals to 10 and print binary num. Here we get binary output. Okay, take OB 10 10. Okay, now take another example, binary to decimal. Okay, binary is equals to 10 10. Okay, now print int binary to, here we get output as a 10. Okay, now take another example, octal conversion. Okay, decimal to octal. Take example num is equals to 20 and print of num. Here we get output as a 24 or 0 24. Okay, now take another example, octal to decimal. Here octal is equals to 24 and print int octal comma 8. Here we get output 20. We can see that. So here we complete many questions. Fifth topic, which is input and output. Okay.
So now we start topic fifth, input and output. This is last topic of chapter second. So what is input and output? Let's start from the output. The print function is used to display information on the screen. By the help of print function, we get output. Let's take example. Print welcome to Python. Here we get output as welcome to Python. Print I love coding. Here we get output as I love coding. Print Ansika. Here we get output as Ansika. And print 123. Here we get output as 123. So output, the print function is used to display information on the screen. I hope you all understand. So let's move to input function. The input function is used to receive data from the user during program execution. Let's take example. Name input, enter your name. Okay. Age input, enter your age. And salary is equals to input, enter your salary. What is input function? Is used to receive data from the user. Important note is the input function always returns the entered value as a string, always return as a string value. Okay, just like age. Here age is in integer, but here we get output as a string, then we use integer function. Int input, enter your age. Salary float input, enter your salary. If we don't write here in int and float, then we get answer as a string function. If we use here name, then we get answer as a string function. So we use name is equals to string input, enter your name. I hope you all understand what is input and what is output. Thank you.